It is the biggest game of the season for the Cal Lutheran Kingsmen as they play host to the Claremont Mutt-Scripps Stags in a battle of first place for the STAA Conference here at the Gilbert Arena at 7 o'clock tonight. Hi, everybody. Logan Soforenko, Kingsmen broadcaster, giving you a little preview of tonight's contest between the Stags and the Kingsmen. The Kingsmen coming off an 87-55 victory over Caltech this past Saturday. Devin Lewis led the way in scoring with 17 points. Now for the Stags, in a game where CMS and Pomona entered Saturday, tied for first place in the SCIAC, CMS came out on top 82-78. I mean, you can see the fans, absolutely insane scenes down to what they call the Battle of 6th Street in the Inland Empire. Rhett Carter shot 13 of 15 and scored 27 points, which was a career high, and that got him the nod for SCIAC Offensive Player of the Week. Carter had 22 points against CLU on December 7th and went 9 for 14 from the field. The Claremont Mutt-Scripps Stags, the players, they're in the house right now. They want to see who they're playing tomorrow night, and if this does work out for Claremont in regards to who they want to face, do you want to see Cal Lutheran again? Do you want to see some new blood? I don't know.
It's hard to play a team 4 times. You know, I think that's always tough. It's hard to beat a team twice. It's hard to beat a team 3 times. Right. So I don't know, but I think at the end of the day, these teams, they just want to advance to the next round. They don't care who they play. It's the NCAA tournament, you know.
Well, great to have you with us on the SCIAC Network. With Jackson White, my name is Logan Soforenko. Thank you for joining us on our coverage of the 2024 Division III Men's Basketball Championship from Thousand Oaks, California at Gilbert Arena. The home team, Cal Lutheran Kingsmen and the Whitworth Pirates from the Northwest Conference. It's going to be Ty Edwards and Tommy Griffiths. Let's get this thing going. We're partying in Gilbert Arena.
Here we go.
Controlling it is Jerry Twengy, grad student for Whitworth. He has started in every contest coming into the tournament, and he's been fantastic for the Pirates. The Pirates 19-8, 13-3 in conference play, 13-3 at home, 5-3 on the road. Now here's Twengy, bounces it around. Here's that man Jake Holtz, who put up 32 in the conference championship against Whitman, spins around with the left. Won't go. Burridge pokes it to Brock Susko. Brock Susko, one of the captains for Cal Lutheran.
That's exactly where Holtz wants to take you. That's exactly where his offensive game is.
That one almost went in. The rebound control by Ty Edwards. And it's going to be Garrett Long. Garrett Long, one of the juniors. He played 35 minutes of the championship at 12 points against Whitman. Here's a three on its way off the rim. Tommy Griffiths, the Kingsman big man. They're trying to make him the X factor tonight. A lot of seniors on this Cal Lutheran side. And, you know, we were talking to head coach Amy Jablonski in our production meeting, and he said that he's just excited to see what happens in regards to trying to see how they move the ball as Devin Lewis can't get it to go, and the rebound secured by Garrett Long.
Took a little while for the Kingsmen to get going in that offensive set. Seems like Stephen Davis wanted a screen right there and did not get it. They had a look with Devin Lewis there, just did not connect.
Here comes Stephen Davis off of Brock Susko's pass. And Davis lost it. Here comes Jake Holtz. Holtz puts it up to the basket. He's fouled by Desi Burridge. And Jake Holtz, we mentioned the 32 points that he had in the championship game, but he's also been terrific at the charity stripe as well. 32 points on 13 of 24 shooting. Went 6 for 9 from 3.
Stepping up in a big moment. Obviously, who's it going to be tonight? Is it going to be Twengy? Is it going to be Holtz? Is it going to be Menard?
You know, we talked to Coach Russell White. Anyone you can ask about Cal Lutheran's offense, that they're a very spotty offense. But, you know, Whitworth, they're a team, they put up 79 points a game, but Cal Lutheran 75.
Right. But Cal Lutheran, they hold teams to 63 points per game. #1 defense coming out of the SCIAC.
0 for 2, the putback. Gets the bounce. That is Ty Edwards.
Do not want to let offensive boards happen if you're the Kingsmen, especially off free throws.
Davis to Tommy Griffiths, and nobody there, and it goes to Whitworth. When we talk about the way that Cal Lutheran has been defending Whitworth, but Garrett Long mentioned the 12 points, 5 for 8 from the field, 35 minutes. He had the 1 rebound. He was one of the starters in that contest.
Just his third start. Losing the handle. Griffiths right there, and they call a late whistle. And that's the thing, in these kind of games, who's going to say the most controlled, right? As Pat Renane comes in for Kalu.
See what Pat Renane can do. Griffiths right there, just trying to make a play on the ball. Getting a little too excited.
Go, G! So they inbound it to Ty Edwards, 25th in this Northwest Conference in rebounds. Now here's Jake Holtz in the paint. Dishes to the wing. Holtz wants it back. He's got the size advantage over Devin Lewis. Instead of three from Twiggy's on its way. Off the rim, and it falls back into the arms of Garrett Long. The offensive rebound has been solid. Here's a three from Holtz. Got it! Jake Holtz puts it in. Jake Holtz, we mentioned the 32 points. 5-point lead for Whitworth.
The Kingsmen right there mixed it up, went to a 2-3 zone before getting back to their man-to-man offense, which ultimately led to a Jake Holtz three.
Renane looking to go to work on Jake Holtz, the big man matchup. Renane contested, puts up a jumper and puts it in. That's his game.
He loves that short corner. We've been saying it all season. Let's see if Renane can become the X factor that Coach White's looking for tonight.
Here's Long. Long gets about 8 points a game in his small sample size of games played. Holtz nearly had that thing stripped, turns around, has him out of position, gets the ball up for grabs. Susko hits the deck for Kalu, and here's Desi Burridge. Desi Burridge, the junior from Arizona in transition, finds Renane. Pat Renane elected to not go to the cut. Davis swings it to the corner. Susko finishes. Brock Susko, the junior. And Brock Susko, one of the three captains for Cal Lutheran. He was one of the leading scorers in the conference tournament in the STAA. He had 11 points, believe it or not. That championship game, that was one of the leading scorers.
Right.
Tough conference tournament. The three is true. And listen to the emotion from Damian Jablonski. Sullivan Menard puts it in.
Coach Jablonski getting fired up right there. So you can hear on our hot mic. A couple big possessions for the Bucks here.
Fifth-year head coach Jablonski. Lewis. Devin Lewis, that is, for Cal Lutheran. The first-team All-SCIAC point guard after being second-team All-SCIAC. Last year, Renane turned it over. Now here's Jake Holtz. Holtz never entered the front court, so it's not a backcourt violation. Holtz on the drive, spinning in, puts it to the basket, and Renane gets hit with the foul. That's going to take us to our 16-minute media window. As Whitworth leads 8-4. We'll be right back on the SCIAC Network. Back here in the bottom of the first inning, Bethesda on top 4-0 over the Kingsmen. Starting lineup for the Kingsmen: Sean Blandino, Zach LaFlata, Kyle Reeser, Brendan Durfee, Sebastian Smith, Josh Quinn, Max Heverly, Noah Matsumoto, and Nolan Brooks. And they're going to face the right-hander Mejia for the Flames. And the last time the Kingsmen faced the Bethesda Flames, it was a pretty good line from Jeremiah Duran, who went 6 innings, just allowing 6 hits, and their pitching was really solid in that contest. But it's going to be Sean Blandino leading things off for the Kingsmen.
Sean Blandino.
Blandino on the year, a .328 hitter, 4 home runs, 16 runs driven in, and 26 walks. First pitch he sees is a strike. Had a home run in the Whitman series and had a solid 4 for 10 outing combined in those 3 games. Had the home run back in game 2, which was his best game, where he went 3 for 5. He fouls one right behind home plate.
Blandino's got 4 home runs on the season to match his jersey number.
There you go.
Batting .328 on the season.
Get a chance to honor him on Senior Day this Friday against Chapman at 3 o'clock. It'll be a little bit of a higher stakes matchup than this one, but Kingsman still trying to take care of business. Last thing you want to do is leap into the playoffs, which begin next Thursday. Where it will be, that's up in the air. There's a lot on the line this weekend in regards to where the seeding will ultimately end up, and we'll talk about the circumstances throughout the game as well and all the math that we did on the magic board. 1-2 is popped into shallow left. Martinez makes the catch for the first out. Well, the Flame defense, Carbajal at third, Martinez at short, Perales at second,
Peterson at first, Burns in left, Rodriguez in center, Pruitt in right, with Christopher Soto doing the catching for Mejia. As Zach LaFata digs in, and you talk about he's got 5 on it. Well, he's got himself technically 6 on it because he's got a 6-game hitting streak coming into today. I was waiting to say that one. Incorporate the walk-up song. First pitch. Ball 1.
LaFata has 2 home runs on the season. He's got some power with that stance.
The kind of series he had against the Whitman squad, 8 for 13 in that series as he grounds one slowly to Martinez. 2 gone. And this is something that Bethesda wants. They want quick outs.
Something that the Kingsmen were not able to get in their half of the first.
Now here comes Kyle Reeser.
Now batting, number 12.
Another one of the Kingsmen that entered today with a pretty solid line to his name. Got himself a 4-game hitting streak. And I have to do this once because it's been the second road broadcast we've heard of our boy Kyle Reeser in the batting box. I wasn't going to say something, but then Whitman did. I'm like, I think you have to make the joke at least once as there's a first pitch strike to Reeser.
When they do it that many times, yeah.
Right.
If it's just once, then maybe not.
Right. And I'm sure it happens to us too, but,
yeah,
we are not perfect, but Kyle and I had a good laugh about it earlier as he is quickly behind in the count, 0-2. On the season, Kyle, a .308 hitter. He's due for a home run. He's led the team in home runs with 5 for about a month and a week. On a 0-2 pitch here, he takes a ball upstairs at 78 from Mejia. Well, Mejia on the season, when it comes to his numbers, he's 1-3, 52 1/3 of work, a 6.36 ERA in NAIA outings as the 1-2. This is outside, 2-2.
That's a great take from Kyle Reeser. Saw that pitch all the way. We see that sometimes surprisingly get called in various games.
Been pretty consistent through 1 inning, which is always a good thing.
Oh, definitely.
Nice look by Mejia, too, with the stirrups under the quarter pants as Reeser chops one underneath the glove of the catcher, Soto. Had to figure out where that one went for a couple seconds. See that double-A play the other day where a slow roller on the first base line, probably about inches in front of the batter's box. The ball stopped on the chalk, blended in. The catcher couldn't find it, and 2 runs scored.
I did see that. I didn't know at first what you were talking about, but then, yeah, that was crazy.
2-2. There's a drive in the air to left field. Moving back is Burns all the way to the track, and it one-hops the wall, and it caroms off the base of the warning track, and Kyle Reeser has himself a 2-out double here in the bottom of the first inning.
What a great hit by Kyle Reeser. Just got all his power behind that. And, I bet he thought the ball was gone at first. I did for a second, and, Burns just got turned around a little bit in left field. He stumbled when that ball went right over him. And so Reeser's now in scoring position with Durfee at the plate, who's playing first today, as you mentioned.
He said, watch these feet. That's what he said about his first base abilities. Well, Durfee having a .231 year with 3 home runs. And he looks at ball 1. Well, last home run came in the Pomona series. Also had one against the now SCIAC pitcher of the week, Benny Vogel. That was back on the 14th of April. But Durfee said his season has been just line out after line out. Instead, here's a fly ball into left center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Reeser will come in to score. Durfee will try for second, and he's in there on a dive. It's now 4-1 Bethesda as Reeser and Durfee trade places.
Yeah, great approach there by Brendan Durfee. You mentioned he felt good about his swing, and he just got right behind that, went the other way, didn't try to do too much. And that ball was, it took a little while for that ball to land, but it was just in a perfect spot in no man's land right between Burns and Rodriguez. And a nice, easy run for the Kingsmen. Some nice relief after their rough top of the first on defense.
So here's Sebastian Smith, who swung a nice bat up in Whitman with the long ball category. He played in games 1 and 2, didn't see action in the third game. He's ahead in the count 1-0. He had a home run
in Game 2. That was a 2-run shot. Home run number 2 on the year for Seabass.
Yeah, we know he has the power, but it's always great to see him find it.
1-0. Popped up into shallow left center. Drifting back is the shortstop Martinez, and he makes the catch over the shoulder for the final out. The Kingsmen get a run back, but they're down 3 as we go to the top of the second.